Welcome back to Cars of Sweden Live, and today we are going to be taking a look at my Z4 because it's summertime. Well, it was summer 5 minutes ago, and then we had a little bit of a downpour, but believe me, it is definitely summertime in Sweden. So the Z4 is finally out of the garage, out and on the road. So today I thought I'd tell you 5 reasons why I love my Z4, and maybe 5 reasons why you would consider buying one in 2022. So the first reason is definitely the engine. Right, so if we look under here, we have a straight 6 N52 engine. Now the N52 engine, in my opinion, is one of the best engines that BMW have ever manufactured. I'm not talking about the high performance ones, obviously. I'm talking about the standard engines that it came with. This one is definitely one of the best ones. It's absolutely bulletproof. If you put oil in this engine, changing the spark plugs every now and then, this engine will last forever and be delivering good power while you own it as well. So, and I'm proof to that because I have 2 cars with this exact engine in, and I've had them for a total of 10 years, and I have never had a squeak of a problem out of them. The only thing I would say is that the lifters might make some noise after a while, and that's just the oil not getting up to the highest part of the engine when you start it. But once you start the car and run it for like 5 minutes, then it quiets down nicely. Great power delivery with these engines. All right, they're around, this one is a 2.5 SI, so it's giving you around 218 brake horsepower, but it really does deliver that power very smoothly. And that's another thing about the straight 6 cylinder. Speaking about the engine in this car, that's the number one thing that I love about it. Here's something that could be a little bit controversial for some people. Now, if you own a BMW, I believe, and this is just my personal opinion, is that you should have a 6-cylinder engine in it. And if you don't, you're missing out on what makes BMW so special and why they're so special to drive. Because they have mastered that straight 6 engine. They've been doing that engine for the beginning of time, and they absolutely have mastered it. I'm not saying that you're gonna not have fun with any other engine, but if you're driving around in a 2-litre BMW with a 4-cylinder, I believe you're missing out on the whole BMW experience. That's just my personal opinion, because BMW do straight 6s, and they do straight 6s better than anybody else. So that leads me on to number 2, the second reason why I love this car, and that is because it's a cab. Because, let's be real, life is way too short, and having a cab just makes it a little bit more pleasurable certain months of the year. Now, Sweden, we have small summers, and the windows for the days where you can use a cab are very far between. But just having a car and having the roof down just makes everything seem a little bit more special. So the second reason why I love the car is because I can drop that roof down and do some serious open top driving. Reason number 3 might surprise a few people, because I find this car to be quite practical. If you drive it sensibly, which, let's be real, not a lot of us are going to do, but you can get over 35, around that, miles per gallon if you just drive it sensibly. And for a sports car with a 6-cylinder engine, that's pretty good. Plus, I mean, if I open the boot up, there's quite a decent amount of space in there. You get, you know, a big size suitcase in there, or you'll get quite a few flat packs that you can stuff in there. So, yeah, surprisingly good on space as well. That brings us on to number 4. Number 4 is got to be driving a car. So for all the things we've talked about today about this car, the driving is ultimately just fantastic. So yeah, you can stand and look at this car for ages and just admire it, but when it's going down the road, that's when you really appreciate how good this car really is. So that brings me to the fifth and final reason, and just look at it. This car is from 2007, but just check out the lines, just check out how it looks, still turning heads. This car has definitely held up well, and it's still looks very relevant today, and still a lot of fun, and still one of the cheapest ways to get into two-seater open top driving. Now the prices have gone up since I bought this car. I've had it for 4 years now. Even if it's doubled in price, it's still cheap for what you're getting for the money. So those are the 5 reasons why I love this BMW Z4 facelift. 5 reasons why I think you guys would love one too. So hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all again next time on some more Cars of Sweden live. Thank you.